Well, I am signing up affiliates, so I'm not actually selling something, my services or a product or anything. So that may skew things a little bit for some people who might be trying to sign up a customer or a client or something direct. But nevertheless, here's the stats. I sent out, this is last week, sent out 500 messages. From the message, I got 48 registrants for the webinar, so that's roughly 10%. Anybody that's into direct marketing, like 10% is like ridiculous. You're usually doing somersaults if you get 0.5% or 1% or something, right, Corey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And direct response. 0.5%. That's epic. That's almost unheard of. So to have 10% response is killer.
And when they're responding, they don't know that it's a sale or whatever. I'll get to that in a minute. So showed up for the webinar is 24. So that's exactly 50% of those signed up, and that's what Corey said he usually gets for a free webinar. Interesting, those that stayed for the entire webinar is 18. So I don't know if that's good or not good. I feel pretty good that I was able to keep 18 out of 24 engaged for 45 minutes. Let me real quick. That is 75% people stayed through to the end. And signed up for our affiliate partner program is 11. So we can say, roughly 50%. Again, it's not a sale. I actually give them a free membership in our online business coaching program so they can learn what it is and perhaps, hopefully bring clients into the program. So that's the numbers. One last thing I'll say. A lot of people come, they respond to me through LinkedIn and want to set up a dialogue. So I am probably spending an hour a day with that, but I think it's worth it. And the message we're using is, something, the kind of thing that Corey just showed you he's using. And here's what this one gal said. I'm glad you like my profile, because it starts with, I liked your profile. I'm glad you like my profile. I love your note. It looks like you may be selling something, but you have a pretty well disguised smile. Very skillful. So, sadly people picked that up, but it was good because I actually got a good dialogue going with her. I find that by responding to all these people, I get a few more sign-ups, actually, and that's probably worth doing. And I'm building relationships with it, which is what it's all about.
Yep, exactly. No, that is very kick butt. So, yeah, I think you're right. It's the response is really important. So just keep in mind, guys, that just by touching the button every day, it doesn't mean that the software is going to do all your prospecting, right? The software is not going to get on and close your people. You got to respond with them, and you got to have a good call to action and drive them to the next thing, right? And so, we're going to talk more about that as we go along. But Henri, killer stats. How many messages would you say you sent in order to get 50 registrants?
Oh, 500 messages.
500 messages? Okay, so you're sending 5 days a week.
And I want to reemphasize that the simple, generalized message gets the killer response rather than, I've got this online business coaching program. I'd like you to come preview it with me. I'd like you to be a business coach with me, and I'm going to pay you some great affiliates, give you a platform to sell more of your own coaching. None of that. It's just, hey, you've got I saw your profile. I liked it. I'm looking for other coaches to partner with. I'm having an online meeting. Love to have you join us and get your opinion on what we got. You can go schedule it here. I don't even call it registered. And that looks killer, being real specific and trying to sell something in the message.
That's awesome. Awesome. Very cool. Killer stat. 10% sign-up rate is amazing. 500 messages sent, 500 registered, 50% show up. Out of that, you've got 75% stay all the way through. And out of the ones that did stay all the way through, 18 of them stayed all the way through, 11 signed up. And so how we usually do the stats in the webinar world is the amount of people closed or taking the next step as a result of your webinar at the end. So you would do 11 divided by 18 to get your closing ratio on the webinar, which, on the final one, which is great. Probably the only thing I would say is maybe take a look a little bit at your webinar so you can see how you can capture an extra, maybe 10% of people to stay till the end. Now it's just, let's see if we can go from 10% response on the webinars and into to upwards of, maybe 15%. I think that's the next step that we might want to take a look at. And what page are you driving them to?
Yeah, sure. It's a sign-up page with my webinar providing. I can put that in the chat box right now, sure.
It's good to get a full start-to-finish picture from other people that are using that. So yeah, go ahead and place that in there. And
in there now. A real nice little piece of software, by the way. What I love about it is that when you finish, you can put a URL up inside the software, and it will automatically send everybody to wherever you want. So it sends them immediately to my sign-up page. I haven't seen that before. That's killer.
That's awesome. As long as he's sending out 50 messages every single day, or 100 messages every single day, 500 a week, he's going to keep driving 50 more registrants to his webinar. And it's going to be pretty consistent because he's messaging out different people every single day. So much more success like that to come, I would imagine. What was your direct message that you're sending people? What does it say all total?
You want me to read it?
Yes.
Hi, first name. I've been looking through the members of our coaching group on LinkedIn, and your profile caught my eye. I'm looking for other coaches to partner with in a new opportunity I'm working on. I'd like to show you our new online coaching program and get your take on it based on your experience. Do I have a winner, or do we need some tweaks? I truly value your thoughts. If you're game, consider this an invitation to join my online briefing with some other coaches from LinkedIn. It's this Wednesday, and I'd love for you to be a part of the group. We'll be on the small side with some good interaction and new ideas on how to deliver better results to our clients. Just click here to schedule. If you absolutely can't make it this Wednesday, then I give them the following Wednesday date. I use the word schedule instead of register. Just a little different twist so people don't feel like, one more marketing webinar.
Well, here's the thing, too. What I like about scheduling is that you're embedding a certain kind of command in them, because a lot of times people actually register for webinars, but they don't actually schedule it in their calendar either. What's the point? The show rate goes down considerably if people don't actually put it in their calendar. So if people are doing that, then the likelihood of you getting somebody to show up is much higher. And so what I like about that is you're already kind of embedding that command for them to actually schedule it rather than just register, which I like. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually show Henri's his affiliate recruitment webinar registration page. Okay, Coach Partner Business Briefing with friends from LinkedIn. I like this. This is really kick butt. Friends from LinkedIn. That's perfect. I imagine, this is a good reason why you are crushing it on here, because it's very personal seeming. So, Coach Partner Business Briefing. I might reword this a little bit, but I love this. And you've got your LinkedIn information here at the top. That's perfect. So it's got that LinkedIn feel. That's what they see on your LinkedIn profile. Welcome. You've received an invitation from the LinkedIn coaching group. You are qualified to join the session. Please do not give this link to anyone else. We maintain the integrity of the group. So a lot of exclusivity. That's perfect. Let me assure you, I'm not out to sell you anything. I simply have a straightforward offer of a win-win-win possibility for you, me, and your clients. Enter your information below, and we'll see you here. So, perfect. Short and sweet, to the point. Kind of a little mysterious, too. You don't really talk too much about it. And I'm sure that's why you're having such really good show rates, why a lot of people are signing up. Mystery actually goes a long way when we're doing prospecting like these things. It just works. It gets people intrigued. Henri, congrats on putting this together, and obviously it's working.
Thanks. I want to say a couple things. First of all, your coaching, Corey, I simply latched onto it, brief and mysterious. I tend to be more specific. The other is people got to understand, professional coaches are a hungry group. There's a lot of coaches out there that aren't doing very much business. So it may be a little skewed that, if they see anything about, I might have something to help you get more business, they're on it, and like a fly to dog. And that other business owners may be a little different, depends on who they're. I don't want everybody to expect necessarily to have, as many people jumping on something as this one. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I feel sort of helpful.
And it's obvious that you're trying to help, and you say that up front. You're like, look, I'm not selling anything, so join it because there's potential for a win-win all the way around. And people love win-wins, absolutely. So, no, this is very well done, very well crafted. And that's actually the point of one of these bubbles that I wanted to bring up is recruit referral partners. And I just added this one because of this, because of what you're doing, Henri, and because of the success that you're having with this. You know, that's a very awesome way to prospect within LinkedIn, is to recruit referral partners. Actually, we have a couple members that are doing just that. They're not necessarily going to their end target or their end customer. What they're doing is they're recruiting people that can send them lots of business. Henri, can you share what group you were messaging to, if you like? So if you want to share that, that'd be perfect.
They're coaching groups like International Coaching Federation, Action Coaching Network, groups where coaches hang out.
Hey, Henri, I'm just curious. I'm not going after coaching or anything. It's a completely different group of people, but I'm just curious what software or webinar platform you're using.
It's anymeeting.com.
Gotcha.
Now they have a free platform, but I don't like it. I want to record everything for my own knowledge of how I sound, if nothing else, but then to be able to put those up and send people replays. So $18 a month gets you a 25-person meeting, which is very inexpensive, but it doesn't work inexpensively. It's really a great platform. It does just about everything. And as I mentioned, the one piece I love about it is at the end you can send everybody to any URL on the internet automatically. All of them, like we're watching here, and this one, if Corey wanted to send us over to a sales page or something, he could do that by just putting that URL in a little window and ending the webinar, and we all get sent over there.
Very good. Thanks, Henri.